First things first here this morning on our Good Morning Texas program. Welcome a couple of folks in the studio with us here, and Wellobee Trim is here.
Good morning.
How in the world are you?
I'm doing good. I'm the program director of Isaiah 58. We're in the farm in DeBerry. We are bigger than Henderson.
Okay.
We have locations in...
What? You're in DeBerry?
We're in DeBerry.
Oh, my goodness.
DeBerry, Texas.
There you go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No,
at the farm, we're getting stuff done. You know, I mean, we have a location in Longview, the House of Disciples, and then we have the Wiseman Life Recovery. It's not a rehab. It's not a shelter. It's a life recovery program. It's a faith-based, sober living. And it's just a beautiful experience. It's changed my life.
So like Britnie, you went through this?
Oh, yes. I went through the program. I started out as just a regular program, and I became devotion leader, and then chore leader, then dorm leader, then RL, then farm boss, and then program director. And that's why I love my position. I've earned it, and I treat it as a complete honor and privilege to help men.
The folks that you're helping today,
Yes, sir.
are they getting to you the same way you got to the program, however long ago it was? Yeah, I mean, is the process still the same?
Yes, sir.
How does that happen?
So you can contact us, wisemanministries.com. Also, you can search up our different facilities and contact each facility and give them a call and let them know that you would like to change your life and that you're looking for a better way of life. And so that is what I did. I reached out to them and go through the program. You're going to get up every morning. You're going to do devotions. You're going to get ready. You're going to do work therapy. You're going to go to meetings, recovery meetings that are not just focused on drug recovery. They are all around life recovery, like I say.
Yeah.
And then, these things, we offer you a schedule that you're going to face in real life to what you're going to do to overcome whatever's got you hung up,
Is it safe to say, and be honest with me here, is it safe to say that there comes a point in time where you kind of hit rock bottom, and this is the call you have to make to try and get yourself pointed in the right direction?
That's the beautiful part about this ministry. And then we accept and take anybody.
Yeah.
We don't judge. Everything that happened in your past is done, and it's a clean slate. And we just want to love people back to life and just give them as much Jesus as possible.
And how long is the program?
It's a 12-month program.
At all of the different locations, or is each location providing a different part of the program?
Every location it's a 12-month program, but we have different, like at the Wiseman Life Recovery, that's more of like the transitional stage when you're in like your 9th month, 10th month, where people are actually working. Because after you go through the farm, after you go through DeBerry, the Isaiah 58, that's where we instill routine, where we instill, because a lot of times people are coming right off the street, and that's the beautiful part, because some of these people, they haven't been sober in decades.
Yeah.
They haven't been sober in years, so we're getting to see the real them, and they're getting to see the real them, and we're getting to break routine. Because if you don't know, you don't know. And that's why as our job, we got to help these guys get up in the morning. It just starts with making your bed. That's what started with me. We just wake. That's my job, is to make sure that they make their bed on time, and that they're on time for everything. And on time where we're at is 5 minutes early. But making sure that they get up and they make their bed on time, and that they're on devotion on time, and that they're at work on time, that they're at class on time, and they do their chores. And we instill that in them, and they get up and they go to work every day. They have lunch. We have classes that are scheduled. We go to church every Sunday. Once they go through that and they're ready, then they go to the hotel where they start working, and they actually earn money. They work at real jobs. They can the money that they save, they can buy cars. We just drove up in her car at the Wiseman Life Recovery. That's her car that she earned. You know what I mean? So, and they empower. That's what it's all about. We empower people at this place to get to the next level.
So Britnie, for you, just touching on that, what he was talking about, for everything you've been through personally,
Yes.
to get to this point where you're working, and now you got a car.
Yes. And so
it
was definitely
quite a feeling of accomplishment.
Definitely feeling blessed. It's amazing to me that before coming to the program, I faced off and on 7 years of homelessness. And some people come to us just because they're facing homelessness, not because of drug addiction. Some people come to us straight out of jail because, the court said that they've got to go and do a program that will help them get on their feet, that'll introduce them back into life. Yeah. And so For me, those things were really awesome. I mentioned that we do work therapy, and you asked, is each facility different? Each facility is a little different in the fact of what work therapy they're going to attend, because we have the Gifts of Grace resale shop. We have one in Longview and one in Carthage. We also have, the Soapy King Car Wash in Henderson. And so the people, when they're in program, the work therapy that they do are in these businesses. All these businesses, every dollar that they earn goes right back into the ministry, because Wiseman Ministries Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Yeah. And at times we house over 300 people between all 5 facilities, and all their needs are met. Their clothes, their food, their doctor bills, their medications that they might need. All these things are attended to, and so in order to support that many people as a nonprofit organization, we have different businesses that help out with that.
Yeah, the Henderson location that many folks may be aware of, I hope they are, as they go up and down 79, a former hotel chain.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming that location and that building and everything involved in it, how it ended up in y'all's hands, I'm not sure, but however it happened, it's got to be a great facility to have.
It absolutely is. Another thing that's kind of special like that is that, the Wiseman Life Recovery of Henderson was a hotel. We have the Wiseman Lighthouse in New London. It used to be a nursing home.
Okay.
And then our House of Disciples in Longview, it used to be a funeral home. The Isaiah 58 Farms was just a blackberry farm that was owned by an older couple that wanted, it was too much for them to take care of. So
Sure.
they wanted to, help the community out, and we got great deals on all these places, or else God wouldn't have been able to bless us with these things. God put it on those people's hearts to help with those things.
And then there's the farm.
And there's the farm, and yes, it's the largest commercial blackberry farm in Texas, and we have the Wiseman shavings out there. That's our work therapy, and it's just
Y'all got to get this thing together. I need to be able to go to the car wash and buy me a bag of blackberries.
You can at Gifts of Grace during blackberry season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can go up there and get as many blackberries you want, man.
Who knew?
Absolutely.
All right, well,
Yeah.
we're going to work on that. Get that out there. All right, very good. So we got all this going on. Wellobee, I know there were some things that you seriously wanted to say, and I don't want to deter you from doing that. Go.
I was just going to talk about, you can follow us on Facebook or our TikTok page or YouTube, and it's wisemanministries.com. We're helping men in need, and if anybody wants to just donate or volunteer and just help out the vision, to Tim Wiseman, that's why, I respect this man so much. He's just so humble, and he said something, Mr. Steve Justice told me one day, he said, Tim said he ain't going to stop till every soul is saved. And his dad, what touches me every Monday, his dad, his name's Pastor Roy. Pastor Roy comes out every Monday. This guy's like 80 years old. And when I say Pastor Roy, when he comes to the farm, everybody stops what they're doing. He comes and listens to him, and he always talks about the good stuff. You know what I mean? He always talks about being delivered. And I go to his classes, and I've been delivered. I don't even smoke cigarettes anymore. You know what I mean? I understand what he's always talking about. It's not about you, but he's always talking about the good stuff.
You kicked the habit?
I kicked the habit.
Go out there and tell Ken Miller how to kick that habit.
Ken Miller, I kicked the habit.
He needs to know how to kick that habit. All right.
But he talks about the good stuff, and it's like everybody's listening. Have you ever ate a bologna sandwich? Anybody had a bologna sandwich with no mayonnaise, just some dry bread, and you just be eating bologna sandwiches your whole life?
Yeah.
And then finally, one day, you get a grilled cheese BLT with a big old thing of ranch, and you dip it in the cheese, just dripping. You got all the bacon just juicy, that big juicy bacon, and you put it in. You dip it in, and you take a bite of it. You ain't never gonna want to eat a bologna sandwich again. It's gonna be so good. You're gonna want other people to try it. You're gonna be, hey man, have you ever had one of these? Man, taste it. That's how it is when you get some
recovery.
Jesus. That's recovery. That's true recovery. Whenever you really receive Jesus and you really recover, you're gonna want everybody to taste it and try it. If they ain't tried it, like what you get, and you got the choice. That's called the good stuff. That's what Pastor Word comes out. The good stuff, and that's what Wiseman Ministry has changed my life. life, and now I get to experience the good stuff. And that's why when these people come in, the joy that we have, and that's what I love about this ministry, they don't hold back nothing. From all the way to the top, from Miss Tim and Miss Tabitha, they're involved. They're not like you can't go talk to them. When you can go up and talk to them, and they're so humble, and they empower you. When I call them and I'm trying to make a decision, they're like, man, that's your program. We're going to go behind you. And it just feels good to be empowered and to empower others.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of it, to see somebody come out of their shell.
And for you to gain somebody's trust.
And for you to gain somebody's trust.
Yeah.
And it's all, we're doing God's work. When you know you're doing God's work and you got the good stuff and you're just sharing it, it's the greatest feeling in the world, man.
Now again,
Absolutely.
Britnie, you may have mentioned this earlier, but for someone who is at a point where they need to do this, something that they're pushed by their family to do, perhaps their doctor, like you said, maybe you went through the court system and they pointed you in the right
Or even
direction.
CPS system, because
Yes.
our women's facilities, we do house women and their children.
So are people coming to you that have been sent to you, or are they coming to you because they made the call themselves?
So when I was a program director, they did come to me. You have to contact the program director. Now, me as being the car wash manager, I don't get that many people that come to me or call me as much anymore. But if people do come to the car wash and they ask me about it, I'm definitely going to point them in the right direction.
Yes.
Okay, very good, very good. Well, and again, for Wiseman Ministries, how can folks learn more about it and help out if they can?
That'd be wisemanministries.com. And, if you want to donate or volunteer, then you can look up any information you need on there, or you can come up to Soapy King Car Wash and talk to Britnie or Jared, and we will definitely point you in the right direction.
And if you look us up online, we have the Wiseman Life Recovery, House of Disciples, Isaiah 58 Farms. We have the Women's Carthage. Women's
Yeah,
Life
that'd be the
Recovery.
Wiseman Life Recovery of Carthage / Mission Carthage.
Yes.
It used to be just a regular shelter, and
Yes,
it's now a program to help people in need.
And if y'all look us up and y'all call us, and look, we always have a bed open. We don't turn nobody away.
Absolutely.
We're one
cannot
call.
turn
We're one
anybody.
call away. We're one call away. We got a bed with your name on it.